ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Yes, yes, I know. I've done a thing. I've decided to preempt whatever is happening over in the Sparky world, or not in the Sparky world. I've decided to do how I make the AI Metokur do what I get it to do. Yes, yes. So, yes. This will be a short stream, a long stream, depending on how long I wish to make this thing, applicable, applicable, all that kind of jazzy things. Now, you probably have seen the current upload, the spooky language drama, which is, as I like to call it, spook. But yes, yes, I've got that up there. It's gathering a bit of attention and traction, which is great. Which is great. What it's supposed to do is designed to do what it's supposed to do, and to have you enjoy the uh, the old internet aristocrat kind of per se. So why are you on this channel? Because I have access. Remember that, sir. Somebody gave me access, and I have decided to preempt because I'm going to give out a little bit of secrets. I know, scary. I'm giving out secrets. Rogue doesn't normally give out secrets. Rogue usually just hides. So if you noticed, I'm in a few different channels. I might be in a few different areas. So there is that. There is that. There is that. Let's see here. Let's see how everything is running before I do anything. Yeah, I fixed the last vid there, Sparky. Yes. I found out there was a little bit of an artifact that I thought was removed that somehow was moved all the way down, and I didn't like that after it was because I went to go eat, and then I was told, "Hey, yeah, no, there's shit that was left over," and I'm like, "Okay, great." So I am over on Twitch. I'm over in two different areas on YouTube. You figure it out which areas are there, but. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Canadian Rogue. I am the other half of the brainchild that is responsible for the creation that is AI Metokur. I don't make it sing, but I make it converse with people, or the scripts that I give it. So we're going to have a wicked time trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do this because I didn't plan this out as usual. I normally don't plan things out. I mean, it's like going, fuck it, just do it live. We're gonna do it live, but it is what is. I could always invite people in to entertain me, but I don't plan on being on this for very long because I have some scripts that have been pre-done, and I'm going to have to find. There it is. There's what I'm looking for. Okay. I had to pull up my editing software, the software that I have directed a certain Sparky bot uh, to be able to make a lot of his AI stuff. So we're going to be. Let me just open up some projects and a few other different things and move things around so everything looks pretty. Because I did not set myself up for a good time. No, I did not. So let's see. I'm going to go into present. I'm going to be sharing screens. Jesus fucking Christ. Let me share a screen. I'm going to do an entire screen. So let's do this. So let's do this. Send me a link. LOL. Oh, give me a goddamn moment, sir. Let me breathe. Okay. Let's see here. Let's move you over there. Okay. All right. You want a link? He wants a goddamn link. I thought you wanted a drink when I saw that. I'm going, well, I could get you a drink, but I'm not that kind of boy. No. I need you to get me a drink. I need to be a little bit tipsy before you take me anywhere, sir. How do I do this again? Invite, copy. Put it in the right locations, Rogue. Put it in the right locations. Boom. There we go. There you got your link there, sir. So I don't know if you can clearly see this. I think you can. I hope you can. I'm going to put myself all the way down. No, maybe I put myself there because I like being more important than anything else. No, I'm gonna put myself way in the little corner there, and we're gonna kind of hide that. Jesus fucking Christ! I give him a link. He just comes right in like a wrecking ball. Hello, Sparky.
I didn't know you were going to be streaming my channel, but okay.
I mean, I remember there was somebody within the postings
I
of
know.
so in
I
order for
gave you
that
the
to
ability.
so in order for that to happen, it has to be in all the different areas that these motherfuckers are gonna be at. They're not gonna be on my Twitch side of things. They're gonna be over at your end of things. So, like I said before, I'm in 2 places on YouTube and in 1 area on Twitch. So, there we go. So,
Well, this is more intending and watching Pippa right now.
well, I mean, Peppa's got what, a possum at the moment doing her show or something
Oh
like that?
Jesus Christ! It's bad. It's bad. It's real
Regardless,
bad.
I was originally going to stream a video game, like going, you know what? I don't feel like streaming a video game at this moment. I just want to do a nice quick stream of me assembling another, AI thing that I can upload and put off to the side and hopefully not fuck it up this time.
Yeah, what he's talking about, there was an anomaly in the last video. We know, I
Yes.
seen the comments in the chat. I caught it
Yes.
too. It happens.
It happens, unfortunately. So I'm going to showcase the reason why things. So as you can see, this lovely bar here. Yeah, you've seen you played with this thing on Wonder Shares before. There, Sparky. Let me move this over to the next presentation. Up there, then bup, and then bup, and then bup. There we go. Wonder Share. So yeah, this little bar. Sometimes if you start cutting things up and shortening things and forget that there's a fragment somewhere, and you move something, that moves the entire thing.
Yeah, no, I ran into that issue with I was trying to it's whenever I was working on part of your role, the feet part. I was trying to get just a single clipping of it,
Yep.
and I muted it. And usually muting keeps you from doing that,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
No.
it didn't.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there wondering, it's like, why is it not generating the voice over this? It's because I had 3 minutes of fucking silence, and it just didn't recognize the first part I wanted.
Yes. Yes. So
The
it does
joys of
happen. I
creating.
know, right? Also, I have it set up so it automatically uploads onto your channel. Well, the AI channel automatically. So if there's an error, I won't catch it.
See, I don't do that with my AI covers. I do it manually because I'll sit down and watch the video like 20 times before I upload it. Because
Well,
all right, so not to knock the AI Metokur channel.
yeah.
It is
Yeah.
small.
It's
You
well,
you
I know it's small. It's good. It's getting there, but it's small.
but it's like one of those, we can put a video out and it can be out for about 2 or 3 or 4 hours and maybe get 5 or 10 views.
Yes.
And by that time we'll figure out, oh, there's an issue.
Yeah.
Usually with mine, by the time 5 or 10 minutes goes by, there's like 50 views on one of those videos. Like,
No,
yeah,
no,
no.
no. I get it. No, for me, normally I catch the issues right away. Because I go through this and I usually scan through to see exactly where it is. But the artifact was so minute and like sliver thin, and it was a picture. It was just a fraction of a picture. For whatever reason, it was there. And I guess when I was
At
altering
the
something, it
at the
moved.
11 minute mark,
Yeah, and it
right?
moved right to the 11-minute mark. I'm going, what the fuck? So when I looked at the actual file listing, I'm like going, huh. So I shrunk everything down because you can shrink it down and lengthen it and that. And so when I shrunk it down, it got to the core of the file. I'm going, what's that little tiny thing way over here at the 11-minute mark? What the fuck? I thought I got everything. Anywho, so that does happen. Sometimes you'll get a weird little artifact. They'll show up, but yeah, I usually catch them beforehand because I do go through the entire process in order for, like, for example, this go around it had an audio and like an audio opening,
Mhm.
and which is like I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a little bit of an audio opening, like a complete.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know how I don't know how I feel about that.
Really?
Well, all right. So not a bad thing. It's just it's come to what I've expected.
Yes.
So it was a
It was
surprise.
a little
Like
bit of a, "Oh my god, what's going on?" But no, I decided to add in a little bit of, kind of I was gonna go spooky skeleton, but you know what? I wanted to know, what? I wanna do a little something a little bit different, just a little bit different.
maybe I should have hurried up and got that song ready. That way we could have had the AI Mr. Metokur voice doing spooky skeleton going into it.
Yeah, that's still for something else. Anywho, I'm gonna be pulling up the other presentation, wherever it is. Share the screen. Where's the fucking there? The entire screen. It's that one. Okay, let me go. Share blup. There we go. So as you can see, I've got like lots of, of projects that have been completed and ready to actually do something, and I've got to fix a few things behind the scenes, but regardless of it. But here we go. So I have the WGA that I know I haven't put out yet, and I'll probably have that for a later thing. But I'm going to do this one. So as you can see, everything's been generated. Yay. Let's see. Let's go through how it sounds before I make the final decision. So for anybody who's playing around with 11 Labs, after you figured out your script, you plug it into 11 Labs. You can have it now in a project portion of it, as you saw me kind of just quickly go into it right there, projects. It'll get this lovely screen, and you can add in for create a new project, blah, name it whatever you want, and then it'll come over here, and then you go open, in this case there, and then boom, you got all this lovely data ready to go. Now you can generate each one, each paragraph. That's basically what it is done by paragraph. But when you generate the paragraph, you actually are losing the tokens. I found that out. You do so you can have the system do it as a whole, or it can do it as an individual. If you do it individually, then by the time you do the final convert, it costs you nothing. So, which is good. As well
Yeah,
as
is that long form scripting you were telling me about?
yeah. And as for the paragraphs, they're actually cheaper to generate than they would doing like the long form if something fucks up. So now the other thing when you want to do the playthrough, this thing here, this will give you it will kind of go through the entire like the whole thing will generate everything as you go through. So it's a continuous chit chatting. So
Hmm.
let's go over this. It's as you can see, this is going to be based off something 90s. You remember the 90s, Sparky?
Oh yeah, no, I remember the '90s. I grew up in the '90s. What are you talking about?
I know. You remember a thing called Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, I remember. Plus, the name Screecher.
Okay, cool. Anyways, going forward.
Um, are you
What?
sharing sound?
Did I not share sound? Let's find out.
I'm not hearing nothing.
Let's see here.
Just like me, boomer moment.
No, it is possible. No, it sounds on. Interesting. Let's turn things off and turn things on. Doop, doop, doop. Okay.
And while you do that, I might do some stuff on the back end on my channel.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Back in the 90s, when neon was all the
Can you hear it
rage,
now?
There we go.
grunge music
Okay.
serenaded our ears, and Saved by the Bell dominated our TV screens. Let's take a stroll down the twisting path of nostalgia, shall we? Now, my fellow time travelers, let's go back to a time when these things were true. It was a delightful show, ostensibly depicting the regular drama that occurs during the teen years. But what if I told you that just beyond the surface, there lurked a labyrinth of secret signals and covert plots? How would you react to that? At its core, Saved by the Bell was the defining show of the 1990s, following the antics of adolescents within the sacred walls of Bayside High School. Both the catchy theme tune and the colorful characters became recognizable staples of popular culture in the 90s. It mostly centered on a group of high school students dealing.
Yeah, well, let's kind of go down to here.
Now, hold on to your hats because I'm about to throw a twist into the mix. Some bright minds have come up with a theory that is just as fascinating as a cat video you can find on the internet, that the program was, in truth, a perfectly created dream world nested within the charming cranium of Zach Morris, our dashing protagonist. According to this enticing story, each episode was nothing more than a fabrication of Zach's imagination and served as a safe haven where Zach could escape the pressures of his everyday existence. Imagine that happening. Both the real world and the fantastic world dance together in a beautiful duet. Mark Paul Gosselaar, who always exuded charm in his role as Zach Morris, was considered to be the sexiest man alive at the time. With that grin and that wit, he could make even a cat fall under his spell. What if, though, all of his charisma was an act? What if Zach's exploits in Bayside were nothing more than a coping strategy for him to use, a magnificent getaway from the terrible reality of his existence, as the hypothesis suggests? In this interpretation, Zach morphs into a young man who urgently seeks solace in his imagination, building a reality in which he is the indisputable hero.
Okay, let's see. Let's jump down a bit further. Let's see this one here.
Oh, those poor performers. They are the charming actors who play all of our favorite parts, but were they safe from the conspiracy? Absolutely not. There is no way at all. Dustin Diamond, well known by his stage as Screech, led a life that was stranger than fiction and more reminiscent of a tabloid expose than anything else. His tell-all book divulged unusual interactions with major personalities, allowing readers to ponder the murky depths of the entertainment world, where influence and manipulation waltz in the shadows. His book was a tell-all. In his book, he revealed everything. Then there is Lark Voorhees, the brilliant soul behind Lisa Turtle.
Wow. Okay, you did it right. All right, cool beans. Where? All right. Looks like you're going to cover everything correctly, which is good. High five. So yes.
So, do you want to explain how you got the script?
Okay, so my little brain trust child, me, came up with it doodling away. So I took so I wanted to have kind of like the spooky thing going on for the month of October. So I ended up going into what is considered X, or the rabbit holes of the internet. Hello all driving but listening. Well, that's
Yeah,
good to hear.
it's a small goal. Be couple driving. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us, though.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yes,
that.
definitely. So I kind of go through the whole process. I do have a little bit of experience on script writing in that. Now, when I said previously I was in kind of the game of the studio shit, yeah, I wanted to get into studio work as a script writer, and a director for the most part. So I took edumacations to learn how to do all this shit properly. But unfortunately, because at dime a dozen kind of thing, and I found something more interesting behind the scenes of the studio work. How is my Metokur bot homie? He's doing great. He's doing great there, Caleb. Doing really good. Um, so what I did was I found a few different things within the internet itself, and this popped up, which was the Zach Morris kind of conundrum that exists. So, and again, most people speculated that every actions and antics that Zach did during the actual show, Saved by the Bell, was all in his head. even when he kind of was brought into the Illuminati, and Illuminati is brought up into this entire thing as well. So and so this is basically the basic core element of a couple of other people that have this kind of conspiracy theory or this theory going on, and they're trying to say that this is what Hollywood did. I have a few others that will be coming along that are a little bit more twisted and rabbit hole, kind of like in the future. But this is kind of the starting point in my mind. The spooky one was just a commentary based off an idiot who doesn't like the word spook for whatever reason on
But
the internet.
basically, it was just that one was, and I don't know how. I actually don't know how I feel about that one because that was because of interactions I had with someone. But I'm glad that the original poster wasn't brought up. But the actual idea of, I like what the idea went.
Thank you, thank you. I left it. Look, if you want to find out where it is, you can go to the internet and go through it.
Yeah, I just
Many people have posted it.
Well, I understand that. It's just you know how my take is with
No, I get it.
I just didn't want to attack anyone with them.
No, and again, you can totally see that the direction I went into, there was no attack. It was
yeah, no, it wasn't. It was
middle
talking
ground.
about woods.
Yeah, and that was the focus on, as you can see, even for what I had up there. Wasn't I was like whatever this happened. This would be something that Metokur would do. He would bring up the spicy nugget, but he would also kind of probably push it over the edge. I'm doing it more or less as the internet aristocrat approach, or the earlier years of Metokurism. And whoop from what is that? Deans? Okay. I have you on a smaller screen, so I've got to really squint, and I feel like a really old man when I do that. But I know I'm not. Yeah, you you guys are on a laptop. If for that, I can see most of your work, but if something comes up, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna look at it funny. But yeah, no. So I kind of approached it. Yeah. So I approach a lot of the tactics or a lot of the scripts very carefully, very gingerly. I try to keep it within a neutral ground as best I can. Informative, but also somewhat neutral. I leave it up to you, the audience, to choose your side the way how you want it. That's all on you. Same thing with this. It's kind of more of a informative kind of piece for the most part, of something twisted and wacky that's out there. And this is light level. I have more interesting ones going along. I have one that I'm looking at that, what was it?
I
I
like
think
your
it's a,
funny words, Magic Man.
I know, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
the Magic Man.
I know.
You
Thank
got
you.
the magic stick.
Well, again, it's because a bit of again education for this area. I do have a bit of comedy skills, but there is one piece that I'm looking at that neutral. So what do you say? Yeah, I do go both ways.
You can go. Well, I mean, that's what Internet Aristocrat did that for the most
Yes.
part. He fiddled around with the idea of both sides. Unless the other side, like with Zoe Quinn and stuff like that, it was just obvious.
Brianna Wu's, Zoe Quinn, hell, even the rest of Gamergate when they decided to become shekel pigs, he went after them. And that after that, he then just flipped the script and said, fuck it. Everybody's up for grabs. I'm not your internet friend, period. So he doesn't have internet friends, unlike the others that are out there. He's close with people, yes. He will bully everybody equally. But he's always
he bullies
been,
me.
yeah, I know, right? But he is an equal opportunist. It's exactly the same kind of feel I have. He and I are kind of cut in the same kind of cloth. I just don't have that magical thing from the internet called cancer. But
all right.
But
so
go ahead.
Here's my question. So we got 2 AIs implemented in doing the stuff you do.
Yes.
How is the scripted version of Metokur that we made contribute to the scripts? Because I mean, these are questions that we've talked about before in private, but
Yes.
it might as well just get it out because if we're
No,
showcasing this,
I'm
might as well
gonna be
showcase it.
showcasing a lot of different things. Just like I said, I've got a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes, and I want to make sure everything looks pretty, because otherwise everything's fucked up. And my other laptop, other displays have an option where I can have like multiple things displayed up, and I hate it sometimes because of the laptop that I'm using for the most part. So I'm
Because of
gonna
the
be
resolution, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, so I've got one that both of them are kind of like an MSI. Actually, no, one's Asus, one's MSI. I'm actually going for a large the what is it the wraparound almost screen for one, so I can have
Oh,
the
nice.
so yeah, I'm kind of I think it's 32-inch long,
You
probably a bit
you
longer.
you using 11 on this one?
On this one, 11 Labs. Yes, I use 11 Labs on this one.
No, 11. Windows
Oh,
11.
for the
The
no, yes,
operating
the
because the
operating
system.
system is 11. Yes,
That's what I thought. I'm still gotta get the CPU and upgrade mine.
yeah,
I still haven't done that yet.
yeah. I've just lost my where'd you two guys go? I know you're here
We
somewhere,
got
chat.
Valve BTW. What's up? What's up, man? The
I've
reach
lost
around
chat.
11. Yeah, Caleb comes back in with the reach around 11 inches long. Oh my.
Oh wow, wow. Okay, I don't mind. Anyway, I found you, chat. Okay, thank God. Thank God, I lost you there for a moment. I
I've
forgot that
got
you
it
went to a
covered
chat.
since I'm not the
No,
one
no,
doing
no.
shit on the computer. You're the one
I know.
doing shit.
I know. I have the practice of doing both, but for whatever reason, you guys went into a tab and away from the screen that was in, which was weird. So, like I said, I have. Let me. Okay, so is this popping up? Yes, yes, it is. Give me a sec.
I don't have access to pop up chat, but Dean says and forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I'm bad with names. If you've watched any of my shit, you know that. But it's like, are you training a LLM to become a metaphor and mashing it together with the speech generator? For the most part, yes. We're using what is it? Because I use ChatGPT 3.5 or OpenAI for my interactive AI bots. I know you've been bouncing between 3.5 and 4.0.
Yeah. So I have other areas. So within the Chat GPT or Open AI, there's another portion of it that most people don't get a chance to see, which is kind of behind the scenes. And I'm gonna see if I can pull that up so you guys can actually see it. Let's see here.
And while you're doing that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna proceed to kill a Nightbot because I'm getting fed up with them.
Okay. Poor Nightbot, always being abused.
I'm sorry, that channel does not exist. I've
I
told it
know it
several times
doesn't.
that channel does not exist no more.
But to it still does. It has a fondness in his heart because it's been programmed to work for that for how long? It's like, oh my god.
It's about to get a full memory wipe. That's why
Yeah,
it's
well,
gonna get.
that's what you needed to do. Give it
Um,
a full memory wipe. But
well, usually I can go through and change things, and it changed everything else. It just won't change the damn Twitter thing.
I
But
see.
anyways, Caleb says 2 questions. We just need to make sure the future medical bot only has one hole, and that all his medicine is suppositories. Yeah,
Suppository, yes.
and ask
Jesus
you one
Christ.
question: do you feel lucky? Do you bot punk? Okay.
I always feel lucky, sir, and I counted the bullets.
Yeah. Then says, does any of the open source LLMs stack up to 3.5 by now? Well, we haven't really done any of the like open sourced LLMs. All this is based on online
Uh,
2.5 for right now.
to a degree, I'll have to say I've played around with the open source versions. They kind of do stack up in certain areas. It's still you have to come up with creative way to get to the prompting that you want.
Yeah.
That's the best way of explaining this going forward because it is it is kind of a challenge since we've got this screen going, and I want to hide this portion because I just noticed it's still up. So let's hide that. Let's bring over this thing called Playground. So Playground is another aspect for the API for OpenAI, which is basically ChatGPT, just renamed, rebranded, and redirected. So you can actually hear for the system portion, you can actually tell your assistant, because that's what it is, what kind of qualities that you would like it to have, and it will kind of simulate whatever you put down here, or add in whatever you put down there. Like for example, now we have, let's see if I can get this to work. Okay.
Okay, well, while you're doing that real quick, we have a year run in chat says peekaboo. I know you said something else earlier. I missed you. I'm sorry about that.
He said
but
peek
anyways,
peekaboo, and then
yeah, but anyways, Caleb laments on the funny name. And also, Caleb says, apparently Sparky spelled it out me. Didn't tell me he plays Legends Arceus. Dude, man, if you go through my channel, you'll see I've been playing Legends Arceus for over a year, and I still haven't beat the game yet. So
I know, right?
Just got more benders. I got a girl's phone number.
Well, congrats.
Oh God, just don't get catfished.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Mostly for your ego. And we know how much your ego is worth. Yes. Let me pull this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this from a different source, copy, blop, and I'm going to put it right there, blop. There we go. So we go exit. Cool beans. So as you can see, I've got a little thing happening here. So this is what a basic template of the update version, or one of the updated versions of the AI. There is a fourth update. This is changed because I realized that certain prompts give me a better reaction for the AI than other prompts. And now,
if you can get us off the screen real quick, you can't see all of it. But just for context, yes, we're showcasing exactly how we get Metokur to act like Metokur. This is how we get them to roleplay. This is what we tell the AI. Okay, you're gonna roleplay as this person. He is Metokur. This is how he acts. This is his demeanor. This is how he says stuff, and it can trace that to stuff online also, and kind of cross-reference that.
So here we go. I didn't ask any questions or whatever. I just submitted after putting in this entire thing. Now remember, I've asked it to kind of go. Please begin with. Go ahead.
Not today, Caleb. This is just me and him going through this.
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna be limiting who's gonna be joining on because of certain incidences that happen on that live stream. So
yeah, we've had some questions and that. So regardless of the factor, we're gonna keep it as well as I want to make this one kind of short. We're not going to be spending a lot of quality time with this one. I want to spend at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in that ballpark range, maybe an hour. Kind of just want to, get in, showcase what we do behind the scenes, and kind of explain to you guys who is watching or will be watching what's big and important with the prompts. Okay, so chill, relax, get your popcorn or your favorite drinks or whatever. But so when it comes down to your prompting, for the most part, you can be as verbose or as descriptive, or as much descriptive as possible, to be able to get certain aspects out of the AI. There's certain things that I found out that you really don't need anymore. Like for example, imagine right here, imagine a voice like a roaring inferno, dry wit, polished, delivered, hints of a hint of smoke. This isn't needed. This portion here, not needed. So what you do need out of it is dry wit, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. 2 questions. From Deans says, I see it's prompting the general LLM to play a described character rather than training a model on the person specifically. Correct.
Correct.
It's role playing. We want to build something like that, but that requires a lot of compute power we just don't have, and
Well,
a lot of
even
coding we don't know of.
well, even then,
A lot of it's
in order for it
3.5
to,
anyways.
yeah, I know, and in some cases 4.5, because you can see right now here it's using ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo, and then I can move it over to that one or the 16K using the openai.com. I'm just going to leave it on the regular, which on that one I
Turbo.
think it was,
Yeah.
which is accessible to everybody. I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, keep it simple, right? It's different.
Yeah,
Keep
and
it
then
simple.
and then one more, and I think this is an important one. Hey, don't show us everything. Keep some things for fans
Yeah,
only. And it's like we said from the beginning we were gonna
we were
do
going
this.
to kind of showcase this out to people eventually. I've gotten to a point where I can now honestly give you a better version of this. My point five, my 5.0 version of Metokur prompting that's a lot more fine-tuned, a lot more precise, and it gets me where I want to get to with a lot of the projects faster. Here
And
there was a lot of, I was experimenting and I learned a lot of things based off of it. So you can actually see some mistakes in the making of this first prompting. So this is prompting version 2, and version 3 changes, version 4 changed because I found a few different ways to do a couple of workarounds that'd be a lot more faster and easier. By the time we get to version 5, which you guys will see in the far future or near future, depending on how quickly we can get certain things out of the way, you'd be able to play with prompting to make them do all different things that you want within the limitation of this version of the assistants here, because this is a personal assistant. It's sleeps in cage next to the dog food. Right. Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Of course.
Benz also says man, and it's like I don't know if I said something wrong or anything like that. I don't know what you mean by man. If I
Man,
did something
no.
wrong, if I did something wrong, I'm sorry, I fucked up. But it's like
So right here, if you guys can see, I'm gonna highlight it. He's into classic anime. He's a connoisseur of classic anime. God, I'm gonna English one day. I wish English was not so difficult, and it's my only language too. Fuck me. Uh, only strong language, really. German's the secondary one, and it's pretty weak. What is your favorite anime? There you go. Can we submit? There. Boom. There we go. Let's see. He likes Cowboy Bebop. There you go. See, this machine likes Cowboy Bebop. I mean, I'm not gonna begrudge it. It's an actually good selection from the 90s. So not even allowed with his weeb anime dungeon. Oh no, I mean he probably has one, but again, when it comes down to your prompting, make it easy, make it what you want, as well as when you come down to the end of it. Like for example, I could change this. Instead of saying chat, I can have him say sweetie. I can actually spell. There we go. And then what is your name? And then submit. Well, hello, sweetie. So yeah, so you can play around again with the prompting the way how you want to have it done. Now you can also kind of change around with the scripting that you have. But again, you have to be kind of extra careful because of the limitation of the chat system or the assistance system program that you have. For example, if I have anything that's considered questionable within the lists that they have that are kind of blacklisted, it will just say it won't fulfill my target, that they're, completion of whatever I want. And that's kind of a struggle that you come across every now and then. It just says, yeah, no, we can't do this because of these limitations or these particular rule sets. So I'm going to kind to see if I can pull up something.
And while you're doing that, Deans comes back in. So I've been on the loop on AI for a couple months, and every time I see stuff like this showing the levels we're at, I don't know. It's different when I'm asking it to help with work and this. And it's like, oh, yeah, we're doing this for fun.
This
was a deal for each other. It's like
pretty much.
It's like, can we make an AI Metokur bot? I don't know. It's not around the point where we can. And a couple months ago, it got to the point of, hey, we can actually do this. And
pretty much. So I'm going to give it up to you guys who are watching. Give me a topic that you would like it to cover. I'll wait. I'm going to give you an opportunity. Sparky, you can also give me a topic that you think that would be interesting for the bot to try to cover.
Ask about Metokur's health issues.
I don't know if it would be able to do
that. There was something that came out earlier that stated that 3.5 can now do current internet stuff.
Okay.
And it's been doing a good job of pulling stuff up about Ralph and Tonka.
No, I know, but
actually, before you do that, here's a good one. Ask it about Kina Pole.
What is the history of what is the history? Yeah, of should I call the king of the king of Pole. Oh wait, and I gotta remember that I've gotta go submit down here. See right there. It's fucked up. His real name is Ethan Ralph.
But let's see if it gets it the histrionics of it correct.
Yeah. We'll chat and it kind of went back to its. Yeah, there we go. Any question? All questions with chat. Begin with hello, sweeties. Actually, I should put sweeties, not sweeties.
Yeah, like sweetie squad.
Yeah, sweetie squad. Yes. He got. Do you guys know how Metokur got sweeties for the sweetie squad? The sweetie squad was actually penned by a different person, not Metokur himself. Do you know how he got that?
I don't.
I bet you, it's kind of weird, but it has something to do with blood sports.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's a good question from Dins. It's like, ask who his Oshi is.
I know the lore. Well, if you know the lore, yes. Which badger though? Which badger?
Is it a badger that you got that GNF was dealing with too?
Yeah. Well, I've been around. I meant to be sarcastic. Well, you were right, even though you were sarcastic. No, it wasn't Alien Paladin. That's a whole different person.
Yeah,
not even part of the Badgers either.
Badgers.
She's not even part of the Badgers. So, you have Karen Strong, who is the main focus on that one, and Allison Tiemann, who decided to go involved into Bloodsport and got her ass handed to her. But it was Karen Strong that called Metokur Sweetie. And so he uses the Sweetie squad as a clapback to the Badgers. And all he wanted to do was ask Ramamacam what the fuck was up. And bring his ballsack to the fight and not send women to fight for him.
Yeah.
And that was it. So he ended up getting Karen Strong, called him Sweetie, in one of her little exposés that she did, and Allison Tiemann, the queen of shilling, and donations. Please send us money to show up. He's also the Billy, the Billy the anti, he is. So he's gone through a lot of different changes. On the Twitters, he's something else, but when you look at it, yeah.
Mhm.
So what was I supposed to be putting up here? Give me a second.
Before we
I
put that,
asked.
is like what's his Oshi? But
No, I was glad.
with
I
with
was looking.
with
Who?
uh with what I put down for Keenan Poll, I mean, it's pretty accurate for how it's a brief description and describes Keenan Poll really well, but it does have clerical errors, especially with
Yeah.
names at times. Because
No,
we've asked
and
so many questions about Ethan Ralph,
yes, which
and
is a reason.
it could
Which
be
is
pulling from hang on, it could be pulling from sources of people calling Keenan Poll the next Ethan Ralph too.
correct,
So
correct. So this is why I kind of when everybody or people say, "Hey, it's been updated," I kind of go, "Has it though?" Yeah, it might be pulling from new data sources, but it's like,
no. You don't you can't ask that. You guys, who is your Oshi?
mm,
Because this guy, I think you're talking about Keenan Poll if you ask that question.
I want to find out.
Who
I
Keenan
want to
Poll?
find out. No, well, we already did that. I want to find out exact. Okay, so here we are with the experimental portion of the world. So when you want to fine tune your AI, you have a few different ways of doing it. Especially if you have a certain personality going forward with it. As Sparky just did, he gave us a little bit of histrionics on King of Pool. Now, there was another person who decided to ask the question, who is his Oshi, but I want to go with seeing if it actually will follow the instructions given here. Um, so we'll see what it can come up with, as well as keep in mind that I also have it where it can come up with something creative. So far, it's doing the actual prompting here. So here we go. Craft a dark humor, satirical, witty commentary that is 150 words or more on the requested topic. Now, normally it doesn't do the entire 150 words. It has a limitation of 2040, or is it 2048 or 2084 words that it can actually do. Otherwise, it gets kind of fucked up. Um, so what they've done on their end is they limited the amount of words that it's actually going to process, which makes sense. So if you want something that's very long, you're going to have to ask a few different things to like. We'll showcase after I do this. So let's do this. Who is his Oshi? So we're going to say that it's King of Poles, and we'll see if it makes shit up, because that's what we're going to do for a little bit. So who we got? Okay. So when it comes down to the Oshi of the King of Poles, it refers to his favorite and most admired idol within the realm of Japanese pop culture. However, as an AI language model, I don't have access to the personal preference of so now you can see where your limitations are right here. You can see right here. So because it's a language model, it won't have personal preference access unless it was presented some way and stored within the internet at large. Let's see. Since the question's been asked previously, what is the current medical situation of experiment? I don't need to. So the other thing you don't need to worry about is commas, exclamation marks, periods, and all that kind of stuff. You don't even have to worry about spelling. It will figure it
yeah,
out unless it's really bad.
yeah, I figured that out on my first stream with the AI bot. So
Here we go. I appreciate you I appreciate concern, but as an AI model, I really don't have the time. See, again, real time information on individual's personal situation. So it is kind of
now,
that I hate King moment. Hang on, and now we're going to
if
go
we add it
expand.
in,
Yes, we actually put in that information, then it might actually continue. I'm going to ask you to expand. Well, I just did it wrong. But so this is where the prompting portion comes in. You have to be extra careful. So now I've asked it to expand it. Oh, how about this one? We'll do it again. See if it, because we generate it right there. It didn't give me anything. Let's make it cash. Regenerate casual. So there you go. So it just regenerate this last option above you here into something a bit more casual in sound. The casual sounding or anything casual is human related for the most part. So if you're going to be using this as a way to create your scripts and whatnot, you need to know some of the actual terms. So casual is good. That gives you closer to a human response. If you want something a little bit more out there, creative is another good one to actually use. If you want something a little bit more scientific, you use the word formal within your prompting, so on and so forth. I miss the old Metokur days. We all miss the old Metokur days. Here we are.
Oh, I just figured it out.
What?
Alright, I keep forgetting with Nightbot. There's two different sections. There's the command section, and then there's the timer section.
Yeah.
I changed the command section. I didn't change the timer section.
Nice. Nice. This is something I'm working on behind the scenes. It's a weird YouTube channel that exists, but it's kind of no longer active, but it's been active. Well, it's active, but it's a weird situation. It's not active, but active. It's kind of like a weird kind of rabbit hole. Now, the website or the YouTube channel in question has changed its name, but originally was called 11012012. And it's a weird one. It's got some cryptic messaging and a few other different things that are happening, and it's kind of has anybody played Welcome to the Game? Or have actually heard of Welcome to the Game or Welcome to the Game 2? It has kind of that kind of weird thing. We're following, in this case, we're not following a guy that's trying to get into the dark portion of the web in order to rescue some chick that about to be murdered. It still has that we're following a chick to a degree, but it's got some really weird, I don't know, things going on, which a lot of mysteries in that. And people have been trying to break a lot of codes and all that. But see if I can get this to actually do this. What do you know about the YouTube video or channel? The channel 1101 dash.
Yeah, I'll be working on that song too, Blues Clues, eventually.
Yes. It has it. Because I've been looking for it. So there we go. So this is basically it. This is basically what I've been working on. I try to find out more and more kind of information on this thing. It only has like 13 videos, and it has a weird amount of followers and pretty close to 60, somewhere close to like 60K rewatches, watch time. It's weird, but yeah, it's a weird rabbit hole that I'm trying. This is one of the weird rabbit holes that I want to kind of get into. For because again, Jim likes his X-Files kind of thing. This is it. He usually goes surfs the pole area for X. This is one of them. This is the weirdest rabbit hole that I found so far. And it's a weird phenomenon. So here's the other thing I could do now, because I have this particular thing going on. How would I make a commentary or script about this topic? Submit.
Okay, and so that Discord link is messed up. So
Nice.
okay, I need that link.
So now you can just see that what I've just did here with ask the AI to help me construct. Yeah. Now, if I really wanted to, I could also ask it to make it for me. But the problem is now it's going to have the limitations because, like I said before, it's usually in the 2000 mark for how many words it's going to be able to produce, and it's just going to wrap it up near the end of every time. And if you're going to try to expand on it, it may just continue from the last part where it wrapped up and just generate something different. It'll become a complete mess. So when coming up with your own form of content scripts, know that there's a limitations going forward with this version of the AI assistant. You may want to go to other places like story.ai that generates long form stories, things like that. Go there. I played with that too. It does really well. Um, but your choice on your AI going forward, free is always a good one. If you want to put a bit of money down,
Right,
that's
Caleb.
also so. I'll work on this behind the scenes later, but that's how we get some of the ideas or scripts going forward. I can also ask this beautiful bot, what, uh, what well, actually, what trending topics, should I cover? Actually, how about we'll specify what 5 topics? We'll do 5. 5 topics should I cover? What trend? Actually, no, I just did that wrong. What's 5 trending topics should I cover? That a rabbit hole. Question mark. I have to remember I've got to go down here to do that. There we go. And then we can give right here, these are the 5 topics that it's going to give me that are very trending. If you want to go, what was this one? Oh, this is about, oh, wait, the cryptic one. I forgot about that one. Yeah. I forgot about
I'll
that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So now that we have your basic overall ideas and only gave me 4, I'm gonna allow it. Once you've generated or be able to create your own script, you put it into whatever sound audio that you want to use. In this case, we're using 11 Labs. With 11 Labs, I actually did utilize the Voice Lab feature. As you can see, I have different types going on. Now, in order to create your own version, you got to create, obviously, or clone or generate a voice. Then you're going to go into this portion, name it what you want, drop in your clips that you wanted to be able to generate the voice from.
So there I was last night, playing the hottest new gaming service around, showing my coworkers. Well, thank you, Ken. As you can see, I'm by the interchange on the outskirts of town. We've got some
Well, here I am, your local weatherman, just waiting outside of Town out on the famous. Well, thank you, Ken. Today I'm on location outside the brick and mortar video game store.
So that is Weatherman Jim. Henceforth, if you ever go to any of the Weatherman version stuff, that's its style. Put it in, generate it. It gives you a voice. Then you go back to your project, and then open that bad boy up. Okay, once you're happy with everything, you go to convert, and then you go convert. It'll tell you how much it's going to cost you. In this case, it's costing me nothing because I've already converted everything prior, so I can make sure that everything sounds good. That's the one thing you want to do: convert each and every paragraph that's been produced so it sounds good before you do your final download, which is basically what this is. And now it's going to convert everything into a downloadable option. Yeah, there you go. Cool beans. Let's go back. Flop. And then I should be able to version. There we go. I can play it or I can download it. And I download it. And it goes into a lot of your files. And then by the time you're done, you should have. I'll put you over there.
Rogue, later on, I might need your help with something. I'm going to try to set up Stream Labs again. Okay. I originally got rid of it because of possible information. Because you know how PayPal is and money
I know.
Stuff
I know.
like that. So it utilizes PayPal for that. So I might need you because if somebody's been clicking on the StreamYards link, they're not gonna be able to donate anything because I don't have PayPal linked up to it anymore.
Correct.
But I want to get that set up and possibly test it. So I'll need somebody to send me like $1 or something, and I need to see if the person sending money can see names.
Yeah, no, I could do that. I'll do that. So once you have your file, yay me, you can listen to it.
Back in the 90s when neon was all the rage.
Okay, that was loud. That was loud in my head. I don't know if you were able to hear that.
It has that shitty microphone quality like everyone loves. And It's a Small Girl says, that's a good weatherman.
That is the good weatherman. You can't keep a weatherman down. So this is your basic Chud Bud Jim, or as I like to this is a combination of a couple of different styles of Jim, but it's more of his live version that he did when he was.
You can also post my off screen too.
Yeah, I know. I will. Eventually, I will do that. I haven't forgotten. I've been messing around. I've seen it. So I was like, I'll do that once. So now that you have your thing, you can listen to it.
Grunge music serenaded our ears. Where exactly do shadowy organize this story?
So you can listen to the whole thing if you want to. But what I normally do is I check to see how much time is being used. So this is going to be about a 10-minute video. So random, have you thought about an AI
We've already done
jam cover? Yes.
We've already done it.
Yeah, the Weatherman song has been done.
I will find it. I will link it in chat for you.
Yeah. There's different versions that have been done for a lot of the gym related stuff from different areas of the people doing singing AI. Oh my god, I have to find it. Yeah, no, we will have it linked for you soon. Just either stay here or just kind of probably have it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what channel. I think that one's on my. It's on the Sparky Step Corner channel because there was one of those I was going to redo eventually. I just haven't got around doing it yet.
Okay.
So give me about 1 minute and I'll have it linked in chat.
Yeah, no worries. I'll be here for a bit anyway. So after you've got everything, again, I gathered that, but like I said, after that, while Sparky does that thing, I'm As for me, I'm now going to be doing the beautiful thing, and that is moving things from one part to another. So that goes there. Uh, I want to grab. What am I going to grab? I'm going to grab. I think it's this one. I'm going to grab you.
Oh
And
God,
then
I asked a simple question on Twitter. I'm now getting inundated by like 20 people because
it's how that works.
I asked for context about the JF situation, and I've got people sending me a lot of stuff. It's like I just want a simple breakdown. I don't need the history.
Well, the histrionics. No, you're unfortunate. Get the history. You're screwed.
It's like thanks.
Yes.
Okay, I was just wondering what everyone was freaking out about because I knew nothing about JF or his wife or anything like that. And I've got people sending me all this stuff now, and it's like, okay, cool. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see my way out of this. You guys have fun. I'll sit back and watch. But when that's gone into a legal matter.
Yeah.
And now that it's gone into a legal matter, I could give my opinion about it, but until more evidence and facts comes out, which there is absolutely none but JF's side. Yeah, I don't want to speculate.
You don't want to touch that as of yet. So that's okay. Let me just close these up. So as you can see, I've selected some photos to go along with this. Yay me! Oh, go away. Thank you. Okay. Now, in this case, I'm just gonna kind of quickly put things together. What I'm gonna do right now is grab my audio, plug it into play, and then I've got this beautiful little bar here, and I'm gonna kind of expand on it so I can see all the nice little bumps in that. Now
I got a question. Why don't I see you using the pudding? But
yes,
why aren't you using the Metokur pudding?
because it's not working properly. I have to find.
Let me
Yeah.
guess. It's the same thing I probably ran into on VTube Studios. It's not transparent.
Yes, it's not transparent.
Okay, that's why I figured.
Yeah, I have to pull it apart and then make it.
If you find it or get it fixed, send it to me because I wanted to set the AI Metokur pudding on top of my head. And
it's not
like,
transparent. Yeah, no. It's not work. Yeah, so I've got to find it or build it myself. Henceforth, I've got this little pudding buddy here, the original pudding buddy that he had. So I use the original. If you notice, it's the original one, not the updated one that is being used. But I will hunt that bad boy down, and if anybody else knows where it is, please let me know. So you can see I've got some random pictures up here that I can possibly use, but I'm not going to be worrying about those as of yet. I'm going to be looking at this and see where my spaces are. I got a lot of spaces.
Let me guess. We're going to use our favorite buddy of all time, silent removal.
Pretty much. So the other thing you have to be, the other thing you have to be very careful is how much dead air you're taking out. Because if you take out too much dead air, there's no breathing.
You have run-on sentences.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, so if you're using Wondershare, which is a beautiful freebie, as well as you can put monies down if you wanted. I got monies down, so I've got it for a lifetime. I don't have the monthly; it's a lifetime subscription, so I get the updates. Yay! So it was worth the $120 at the time. So no, not in this case while asleep, but normally I would. Tomorrow there'll be lots of L's. So we got to go to audio and we got to go silence detection, which brings up this lovely piece here. Now I'm going to kind of go. I want to do a buffer of, say, people hate it. The 1 second, so we'll do 0.5. We'll do 0.5. Yeah, we'll do 0.5 to 0.5 for 0.5. That should be that should keep me interesting because usually I do a minute and then 0.5, but not a minute. Yeah, about a minute. 1 second. No, sorry, 1 second, and then it kind of goes through. So as you can see now, This is the area that's gonna crop out. That's all the silent moments. That's all the moments, and then I will
Now I do
remove
know
it.
this much. I do know this much. A lot of it you do want to get rid of, but there's some spots like in the sentences and stuff like that you want a longer pause.
Yeah. Henceforth, you've got to. That's why I play around it, and that's why I have it for a second and about a half a second, usually, because it gives me that leeway for the most part. What you doing? What you working on? We're working on the next AI Metokur commentary that's coming out. Or rant.
They've been in chat. It's just we're assembling now. It's like
Yeah,
going through all the processes. This is okay. Putting the voice behind a background, trimming out
yeah.
dead air
So
and stuff like that.
correct. So we're going to be taking out the dead air. This is where we go to the finish and replace, and then you get this lovely thing. All this has been done for you. Now, I look at the bounces, and then I see where it breaks up. So we still have a nice gap for your sentences. Not anywhere that seems like it's a rush, then you may have a problem. But I don't see any rushes. So let's run through it at a weird random spot. Let's see, right about there. Wow.
History, and the boundary between his imagination and the real world became increasingly difficult to decipher. Zach was now a willing player in this mysterious ballot, which had only just begun. The dance of secrets had just started. The world really is full of unexpected twists and turns, isn't it? Right about now, I can hear you yelling it out. But wait, where exactly do shadowy organizations come into play with this
I
made-up?
like go back to that one spot where it goes to. This is one of the cool things with Evan Labs at times. So, and unfortunately, you can't just have it do it. Or it's like whenever he gets, there's no way to tell Evan Labs like, yeah, at parts where it sounds like he would get excited, like at the do that. Sometimes I'll be like, oh wait,
Yeah, so the original thing when you go to the processing of 11 Labs, the reason why I like doing the new thing that they have is that I can take that one paragraph and regenerate it as many times as I want to until I like it. If all the rest of it's good and I have just one paragraph that's pissing me off, I can alter it so it sounds a bit better or easier for the AI to, to adjust. Because I've found out that certain words it seems to have some issues trying to pronounce, and it's very interesting. I'm like, you're an AI, you should be able to do this with no problem. But so basically what you're doing is you are the voice editor. This is your voice actor, and you are really trying to get it to say the line that you want the in the correct way instead of telling the actor, you know, have it so you're more of excited, less excited. Can we get this a bit more of a monotone and then pitch it up? Well, 11 Labs in this case, you just have to hit the regenerate button and it comes up with a different version there. And then once you get to a point where you like it, you just run with it. If you're not too happy with it, you can take that one clip, put it into a separate area of 11 Labs, run it about 5 times in that, and then pick apart what you like, and then kind of jury rig it together, just something like this, and then you get a better a sentence without having to go through the entire painstaking of using your extra points that this thing that program uses. Now, going back to this portion here that Sparky kind of liked.
Isn't it? Right about now, I can hear you yelling it out. But wait, where exactly do shadowy organizations come into play with this made-up story?
So, I don't mind it. I could probably break it up so it's a little bit. Yeah, I'll leave it the way it is. So, once you're happy with the entire structure, you get to check to see how long it will be. And again, it was originally roughly about, what was it, 10, somewhere in there. With the reduction of the silence, now it's kind of run down to, because the original was about a 10-minute. Now we've reduced it to about 9 minutes 10 seconds with 20 milliseconds. So once you've got that figured out, you can either lengthen it, shorten it, however you want. Remove a few things if you don't like it. Have it re-edit it, and 11 labs for revoice. Take that part, put it into one of these areas that you want to be replaced. Makes it a lot easier. Now, once you've got this figured out and you're somewhat happy, you could now pick a picture of your choice. I'm going to do this one for now. It's not the one I want, but it's just a showcase for the most part. And I want it for the entirety. Yay me. So, all right. Now, I can also adjust it so I can, let's see here. Colors. Let's see. We could probably mess around with the tinting if I want to. Probably. So, see, now I can see the tinting's changed. Or if I want more to be more vibrant or less vibrant. So you could also do an auto balance. So for the white, you could have a bit of vintage presets going on. So the last one, I added it with a little bit of vintage preset. So you come up with the way how you would like to have the actual pictures, your choice going forward. If you want to, instead of having a picture going across the board, you can have it with multiple different pictures and that. So we go like this. Let's say I would say I want it to go up to about, say, there. We'll add in you. We'll just kind of give it a different length. We'll kind of go you. I'll grab you, change the length, and we go to you. Okay, cool. Now, over time, you're going to have the transitions.
How would you react to that? At its core,
See, you just went from one picture to the next. Same dealio here. We'll go to there, and so on and so forth. You could add in whatever imagings that you want to go with it. That portion you guys should already know for the editing aspect of it. Once you're happy with what you've got and the pictures or whatever, now you just have to export it, save it, or have it directly exported to your channel. You're ready to go for the most part. But big rule before you finalize it to export it, if it's going up to the channel, make sure there's no artifacting, or if there's like a part that's been moved over to like way over here somewhere, because that now gives it about a 17 minutes 29:14. So so once it uploads everything, it's going to go through the painstaking of rendering and all that kind of stuff. And if you have dead air in between that, it's still going to render that and send it up to your channel. So be extra careful.
Yeah, and we really want to be careful with Metokur because we really don't want AI Metokur to summon dead air spirits. So
Yeah, pretty much. We don't need Tonkasa coming in and kind of go, that's my gimmick, that kind of shit.
Well, technically, he's always still in Tonkasa's gimmick with the wheelchair. So
I know, right? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, basically, what
he's
I find
doing it better. Well, the thing
he's doing
is,
it better.
Tonka denied it.
Yes,
Metokur's going, yeah, no, I need it.
Yes. So I find it hilarious that he was part of the group that was making fun of that, and now he needs it. So it's hilarious. It's hilarious. But
Well, it's like with Jordan Peterson. I guess me making fun of Jordan Peterson with AI is coming back to bite me in the ass.
yes. Here it is.
I guess making fun of Tonka is coming back to bite you in the ass. What? Not a bad thing, but just it's figuratively.
Now, there is a way to make this little pudding guy talk. That's a whole different AI. I'll probably cover that at a later time frame.
But will he talk while jiggling?
Yes, he will.
Wow.
Yes, he will. It's weird. It's a little wonky when it does it, but it does work. It's weird, but it does work. The program would prefer a static picture, but it can do a jiggly picture. Yeah, it's weird. And if you want to, you can go through the animation of moving the mouth and that with the actual, things. Just remember E-I-O-U sounds are a little bit different when it comes down to whether your mouth is closed or open and so on and so forth. But that's for a different time frame. That's the animation portion of it. But I'm not going to give you the entire secrets for the next release. Unlike Sparky, who's showcasing the song, but prior for you guys to see it or hear it, you've already heard it in some cases.
Nobody watches the streams. I mean, by the time they come around to the stream, they see, a stream of him making it, and they go back and go, and then everyone goes to watch the stream of how I made it, and it's like only the special few that actually come in to interact.
But
no,
I
so
know,
it's kind of that's like incentive to come in. It's like, oh yeah, come watch the stream, please.
oh yeah. Let's watch the Jiggly, little Jiggly dude right in the corner here, because I have him kind of covering the old Metokur thing.
Score Saved by the Bell was the defining show of the 1990s, following the antics of adolescents within the sacred walls of Bayside High School. Both the catchy theme tune and the colorful characters became recognizable staples of popular culture in the 90s. It mostly centered on a group of high school students dealing with the typical issues that adolescents.
All right, cool. That was good. So yeah, you can play around, do whatever you want. You can also adjust the volume. Here, I'm gonna leave it the way it is because if you're not using your headset, or if you are using a headset, that is the perfect level going through. Because headsets, you can adjust the volume. Unfortunately, those who don't use headsets for whatever reason, I don't know why people do that. You should always wear a headset. You end up going to have to crank it up anyways, and it's going to fuck up your speakers. So you want it at a certain octave or meter or decibel so that the speakers will pick it up without damaging, and forces them to kind of reduce sound, hopefully. But yeah, that's the quick, easy, dirty way of doing the entire Metokur AI rants and commentary or whatever that I want to do with him for the most part. It's comes back to you when it comes down to the scripting portion of it or your ideas of what you want to do. You can use your assistant to help you come up with that thing for you if you so wish. It's just a little bit more time consuming to get it to flow correctly, to make sense, and have the proper continuity. It isn't just a one and done like most people think it is. It isn't. You are spending time to craft this thing. I've known we've had a conversation, and the people that were very anti for it think it's a dream to we just tell the machine we want this and it just does it. Sorry, it doesn't do that. We haven't got to that level where it just automatically just pumps up material. We have to literally a bit at a time to get to where we want, and we still have to have somebody to restructure it so it makes it more human like. Once you've got that figured out, you've got your pictures ready to go. Add whatever sound that you like, music and that you want on top of that. Stamp on it, review it one more time, review it 2 or 3 more times just to make sure. Final review, in this case, make sure that there's nothing artifacts way in the front or way in the back that might be kind of questionable. And then after you just upload it, download it, export it, whatever you want to do with it, your choice, you're ready to go. And if you're lucky, you get a lot of hits and make some bank. That's all on you. But that's it. That's how we do it, or at least how I do it here on my end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, this is where you want to hit it as quickly as possible, because I'm going to be hitting the get the fuck out of here button called the end stream and do the final touches here on my end, because I've got to restructure some pictures and that may come up with a little music montage to put it in front. I haven't decided. But yeah,
And before you hit that button, people who's watching on my channel is being set to redirect to Sarah Great Summer. So enjoy a nutty girl get the shit scared out of her.
Yeah. I missed your explanation. Can you start over? You're gonna have to rewatch the stream. Sorry there, buddy. I like that. I like that attempt, Stabwood. I like that attempt.
But we do appreciate people coming in. But yes, you can rewatch the video, the stream. It's only an hour and 25 minutes, and it's pretty brief.
I try to make my streams as short but not super short as possible. I don't want you guys to be inundated with a 6-hour stream or whatever, because that's
Re-listening to a whole new
commitment.
world 50 bajillion times.
Yes, that's a commitment. I'll give you that. Here, I gave you the basic lowdowns. There's a lot more that I can go over when it comes down to prompting and whatnot to make something happen. That, again, will be probably within a different stream altogether to showcase exactly how I was able to build these things. But until then, I hope you guys have a great night, a great day, or whatever else that you're having anywhere. And as usual, night. I'm hitting buttons. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, God, it was a weird stream, wasn't it?